mean, the idea that he's a real populist, I just don't buy it, but it doesn't matter to me.
How can you say that, Chris? Why does he have this movement that actually is...
Because of you. That's why. You guys made him your horse.
Get out of here. Get out of here. That's absolutely... He has a visceral connection with working class people because he understands. In Washington, D.C., out of the room, out of the deal, and he's put working class people. He understands.
I don't believe he has a connection. This guy used to not even shake hands, Steve. You and I both remember that. He would not shake people's hands because he thought they were dirty. I'm just saying he ain't Mario Cuomo, okay? He is not a guy who comes from that. I grew up right across the road.
He's a guy from Queens.
He's from Jamaica Estates, and then Fred moved them out onto the island. He's not a guy from Queens. I've never even met anyone who sounds like him, by the way. I don't even know where his accent comes from.
New York. Chris, are you going to sit there and deny President Trump going around the country in these rallies?
And no, it was one of the most misunderstood things that the media suffered from in 2015. But that's because
the total connection.
But he was, look, to me, he was playing all the hits from Tom Tancredo, but he was a TV celebrity.
Tom Tancredo,
he was a TV celebrity, and the media slept on that. They saw Trump just as how they knew him from New York social culture, and they missed that in America, he wasn't just a celebrity. He was a celebrity for being great at business.
I know you got to wrap up, but I'll
talk to you all day. I'm loving this. I haven't even asked you what I care about most.
So, people, they talk about, President Trump. I said in 14 and 21, we had the longest odds of all. In 14, the reason I was attracted to him as a candidate is that he would talk in a different vernacular. He didn't use a political nomenclature.
Yes.
He talked about issues that and it hit in the solar plexus. Most politicians, when they talk, particularly Republicans, it's so thin with no oomph in back of it. The way they talk about Milton Friedman, the way they would talk about tax cuts, and the way they would talk about going forward. And you could see they were a controlled opposition to the basically neoliberal neocons that ran the country. Trump was totally different. And when he talked, he is an expert in mass communications. That's one of his powers. That's what led to the connection of the American people. I saw it very early on with Dave Bossie and these cattle calls he would do in Iowa and New Hampshire, that Trump connected to people in a way that nobody's connected. That is the Trump movement.
Listen,
the Trump movement
I'm not saying he doesn't know how to sell the message. I'm not saying that. I think he's a brilliant salesman of the message. I think it's his particular genius. I'm just saying it's not organic. And should that matter? No, the policies matter. All that matter are the policies. Now,